Hi everybody, it's Joy Packard, and we just got home from Dallas, and I just wanted to do a recap video for you and see how things were going. It is today is Monday, July the 3rd, and it is actually my 5th baby's birthday today. She's 22, and I can't believe that we already have I can't believe she's already 22. And so we had an amazing weekend this weekend. I don't know if you've been following along, but I call it a magical weekend. And the reason why I say that is, and I'll explain why, but first of all, we had an amazing event. It was Proven Private Label Live. And so I love going to events where it talks a lot about whatever it is that I'm doing. And so I love going to them. I love networking. I love learning. I love to learn from other people. And that's what happens a lot whenever I go to these. A lot of people ask me all the time, why do you go to these events? And, you already know so much about your business, but why do you still attend events? And every single time I go, I remember why. And that is because we're able to meet with people, we're able to basically learn from those who know more than we do. And then you may actually say something that helps other people. So, it kind of goes both ways, where you help people, they help you. And, somebody may say one thing that may change a lot about your business. Somebody made a comment the other day where somebody was in the hallway where, one thing that they said actually helped their business increase by thousands monthly. So that's really, really cool, and I normally don't have my kids with me when I go to events, but this time we did. We were able to bring my husband was able to come along as long. Also, I meant to say, a lot of my children. And so we were able to rent a 15-passenger van and go up there. And it was just, I call it a magical weekend. And I think the reason why I feel that way is so many things occurred, because we were all together. And, conversations were happening because we were all together, like there was just something about being together all in the same place, I guess. And it was really, really neat. One of the things that was really, really cool was at the very end of our trip, my kids were listening to all this music, and they were saying, this is awesome. This is amazing that, this is a song that I remember Mom playing when we were little, and they remembered that. And I don't know, I just look back at the whole weekend, and I think about all these little bitty things that were occurring, conversations that were happening. Some of the grandkids, were telling me, this has been one of the funnest trips ever, and so were my kids. And so, a lot of you know I talk about this a lot, and I love this mug here. And I know it's backwards, but basically to do what you love and do it often. And I've been really trying to implement that quote into my life a lot lately. I think that I love to do a lot of traveling, and it's exciting whenever you can do what you love and do it often, and then bring your loved ones along with you. And it was so neat to be at the event and to include, a lot of my kids. They've never been to an event, and I was able to introduce them, and that was really, it was just a proud moment, because I'm really, really proud of my kids. So one of the things that we talked about on one of these videos this past weekend was taking action, about whenever we go to these events and how, we get excited, we're there, we're in the moment, we're around people, like-minded people who do the same things that we do. So it's really easy to, I guess, get excited whenever you are in the same line of business and you're in the same, you're on the same road. And it gets a little harder when you get home. You get back into the same grind that you're in. And basically, when you come home, and I talked about this in a conference about the little black magical rectangle that you can put on your notebook as far as taking action steps. And so many of you have private messaged me and have already begun. You're starting to work on your private label, and that's so exciting. I think, I'm going to be, hey Johnny, thank you so much for your kind words. It was so awesome. Thank you for eating your buffet with me. Me and you were pretty much the only ones getting the Mexican buffet. That was delicious. And so basically, I think that it's just so, so important to come home from these events and to look back at what we did and remember why we were excited at that moment and to implement it, you know, to take that piece of action step that we were going to do and actually do it. And, you know, including myself, you know, I'm actually I'm going to be working on my course today. I've just had to return that 15-passenger van and, you know, do some things that you do when you're coming home from a trip. But the goal this week is to finish the videos for my course and to turn them in. And so I'm excited about that goal. I'm excited about basically this week, along with finishing my course, I'm going to basically be ordering some more private label products, because I told the people at the event that that's what, you know, you need to do. How can you earn any money if you're not implementing these steps? If you don't have any product in your inventory, then how in the world are you going to be able to earn money if it's not there? It's either sitting at your house and not at Amazon, or it's in your head and you're thinking about it. So it's basically coming back and remembering the feelings that you have at an event and how excited you were, and say, I remember being excited about this particular concept and thinking to myself at that moment at the conference, I'm going to implement this. And so now here we are, some of us coming home from Dallas, and you just need to look through your notes and remember why you're excited and to get it done. And so along with you, I'm also doing the same thing. I'm going to get my course done this week. I'm going to go ahead and place a couple of orders of private label products and do some of the steps that I learned. You know, a lot of people say, you know, it's like you know more than you think you know. And I think it's just really important to, you know, like I say, the excitement is awesome, but it's the action steps that are most important in getting things done. And so if you're sitting and just thinking about doing something and never getting started, then you'll always be there. And so that's the important thing, you know, that one of the modules, one of the bonus modules in this upcoming course I love so much, because it's talking about mindset, and it's talking about the importance of taking action. It's talking about the importance of moving forward and really analyzing your life and analyzing your situation and trying to figure out exactly where you are and where you stand and what it is that you have to do to make yourself move forward, whether it's in your health, whether it's in your business, whether it's in a relationship, whether it is whatever goal it is that you have and you're just like, I have it and I'm thinking about it, and whatever that wall is that's making you not move forward. So I think that that's just so important. I think it's so important to realize what is that roadblock that is stopping me, you know, to really analyze and figure it out and say, okay, the roadblock is this, and then figure out what that this is, and then do whatever you have to do to basically to combat that. You know, maybe it's fear, maybe it's knowledge, maybe it's I need to get a mentor, maybe it's I need to order that first private label product so that I can learn how to do it. You know, ordering from China is pretty intimidating sometimes, and you know, but once you do something, and I talked about this at the event, once you do something, and I tell my kids this every single time, you know it can be done again. And so you know if you make your first $1, you can make another $1, and you can make another. And same with like your health. You know, if you are trying to run a marathon or trying to run even a 5K or a 1-mile race or whatever that is that you're trying to do, it's like once you do it, it's like you know it, right? And you know it can happen again. And that's the exciting thing. That's the exciting thing about the things that we do. Whether it's a race, whether it's a goal, whatever it is, every single day is a little action step. And you say to yourself, okay, today, if all I do today is whatever it is. You know, for those of you who are starting out on Amazon, maybe today is a day that you just say, I'm going to learn how to set up my Amazon account, which that's in one of the modules, of course. It's going to be a very simple course. It's not going to be like where you're going to be watching 3-hour modules. It's going to be to where you can actually watch a module and be done with it in like 5 minutes. And then at the end of the video, it's going to say, all right, now that you have watch this, and now that you know which link it is to sign up for your Amazon account, go do it. And so it will be an action course. It's not going to just be, you know, hey, this sounds really awesome, I'm going to put this in my course. It's going to be, I'm going to put this in here for a reason. And then hopefully by the time that you are done, you will have enough knowledge to have your own Amazon business up and running, doing, you know, retail, online, or whatever, and eventually private label, and then eventually doing some of the things that are off of Amazon that can enhance your whole business. So I don't know if I'll ever do this again, and that's why I am basically trying to include everything in this course that I know. And because, you know, eventually I'm going to have this on autopilot, and eventually what I want to do is personal development retreats. That's my, you know, that's my passion. Amazon is also my passion, but like I'm trying to get this on autopilot. So basically you're going to have everything that you need that I know as far as that. And, you know, and maybe, you know, there's going to be some things down the road that you'll have to learn after you take it. But for the most part, you'll be up and running. And so I'm so excited about that. So excited to help a lot of people. And you know what I'm well, I'm not most excited about, but you know, one of the things I'm excited about is we're going to have our very first live event here in Houston. I haven't set the dates yet. I just got home from Dallas last night. I'm exhausted. It's been a 2-day full weekend with the seminar, but 2-day full weekend also with all the kids. It was really, really fun. It was fun to have them with me. You know, I was able to kind of see them in between the breaks, and that's really awesome. It just makes me sometimes want to homeschool the last two so that they can just travel with me to all the events. It's really awesome. So I just wanted to let you know that part, and just like how important it is to take action, you know, because it's so fun. It's really fun to go to these events and get that, you know, that feel good feeling of like, okay, you know, this is awesome, you know, and then you go home and you're just kind of like, okay, what was I excited about again? And that's the importance of that black rectangle that I tell you to do in all of your notes so that you can get things done. All right, it's been an amazing weekend, and you know, we're unpacking and just trying to get back into the groove of it. It's kind of sad with all my kids starting to head back to their normal lives, and you know, we had such a good time. We had an amazing time, and you know, that's what, and I'll end this video with this, and that is the importance of creating moments. We talk about this so much, and I feel like this weekend, you know, we created some amazing moments that my kids and my grandkids will be talking about for years to come. And that's the importance of doing what you're doing. You know, I think some of you who are in Dallas, you know, listened to that very beginning part of of my presentation, and that is, you know, figuring out your why, and remembering the things and reminding yourself of why you do what you're doing, because it's not just about getting us another job, right? It's not just about getting something to where we can work more. It's about getting something so that we can set something up for ourselves so that we can create moments. And so this weekend, I look back at it, I'm so happy about it, because not only was I able to, you know, do my speaking assignment and to learn along the way, but I was able to have my family with me, my husband and some of my kids and grandkids, and that was awesome. And it's just something that we'll always remember. So not only do I encourage you to work on your business and doing residual income, but I encourage you to create your moments on a daily basis. You don't have to go out of town. You know, you don't have to go and do anything fancy every single day, and it can be as simple as, you know, going on a little date with one of your kids for 30 minutes and getting a little treat, or going to the dollar store. That's what I used to do when my kids were little. Take them to the dollar store and just, you know, not have to spend very much money. Maybe it's just a day at the park. So take your time to create your moments daily, weekly, you know, however you need to do it. But every time I start my day, I think, you know, what is one thing that I'm going to do today to have a good moment? Whether it's to call somebody that I love, who I haven't called in a long time, or tell them I'm thinking about them, or write them a letter, or it's just doing a service project, or whatever it is. It doesn't even have to be that big, like I say. Anyway, all right, I just wanted to share with you a little recap of Dallas, and talking a little bit about our magical moments, and encourage you to take some action in whatever it is that you're doing. Give you a little glimpse every single day for the next week or two about what's upcoming in this course that we're trying to finish out. So, Simple is on Seller is the name of the course. If you're not on the early notification list, you can get on that list. It's simple, SIMPLEZONSELLER.com. All right, you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I possibly may go by the pool, but I need to unpack and just, you know, try to get back into the swing of things so that I can work on the videos later on this evening. All right? Okay, take care. I will talk to you guys soon.